Have you ever watched a top athlete dominate their sport and thought, I wish I could do that? Here's the truth. There's no magic behind their success. The only thing standing between you and mastery is the willingness to step up, put in the work, and transform your potential into skill. But how do you get there? Today we'll unlock the formula for mastering any sport, whether you're starting from scratch or already on your journey. Let's dive in. Mastering any sport doesn't start with a ball, a racket, or a bat. It starts here, in your mind. Your mindset is the foundation of every skill you'll develop. The difference between an average player and a champion? It's not talent, it's mental resilience. When everyone else gives up after a loss, the ones with mastery in their sights dig deeper. Because here's the reality. You're going to fail. A lot. And that's good. The question is, how do you respond when you fail? Most people fear failure and let it break them. But you need to embrace it. Failure isn't a setback. It's data. It shows you exactly where you need to improve. Every single missed shot, every stumble, every mistake, it's all part of the process. Think of it like this. Each time you get knocked down, you're collecting the lessons that make you unbreakable. The question is, how many times have you already failed this week? If your answer is none, you might not be trying hard enough. Here's where most people fall off. They think mastery is about motivation. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. What you need is discipline. It's waking up early to practice when your body's screaming, stay in bed. It's pushing through that last set when your muscles are burning. Mastery doesn't come from the days when it's easy. It comes from the days when it's hard. Let me ask you, when was the last time you pushed yourself past your comfort zone? Most people stop when they're tired, but champions? They stop when they're done. Think of the greatest athletes. Do you really believe they made it by relying on how they felt day to day? Of course not. They showed up and put in the work, even when no one was watching, even when they didn't want to. The grind isn't glamorous, but it's what separates the amateurs from the masters. But here's a little-known secret about discipline. It's only half the battle. The real key to unlocking mastery comes from one thing most athletes completely overlook: adaptability. Most people think the path to mastery is rigid. You train, practice, and repeat. But the true masters, they know how to adapt. Because no sport, no game, no opponent is ever the same. The ability to adjust, to think on your feet, to change your approach in the heat of the moment, that's what sets the greats apart. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a game, and things aren't going as planned. What do? Do you stick to the same strategy, hoping it'll magically work? Or do you pivot and adapt to the situation? This flexibility, the ability to remain calm, reassess, and make quick decisions, is the real game changer. In fact, some of the most successful athletes aren't the ones who are the most talented, but the ones who can adapt under pressure. Now, adaptability isn't just about reacting to what's happening in the moment. It's also about learning. When you watch your performance, study your weaknesses, and adjust your training, that is where growth happens. It's not enough to just train hard, you need to train smart. So, the next time you miss a shot or lose a game, ask yourself, what's the lesson here? And how can I adapt to make sure it doesn't happen again? Mastery in any sport isn't a straight line. It's a journey filled with setbacks, challenges, and lessons. But every single step you take is bringing you closer to your goal. Whether it's refining your mindset, building your discipline, or honing your adaptability, every piece of the puzzle is essential. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. How much progress will you have made if you commit to this process? How much closer will you be to mastering your sport if you push through the failures, the grind, and the moments when you want to quit? You have the blueprint now. You know what it takes. So the only question left is, are you ready to put in the work? Now that you know how to master any sport, your journey is just beginning. But there's more. To truly stand out, It's not just about your physical skills, it's about your presence. To learn how to increase your aura and command attention both on and off the field, click on the next video in the end screen. Master your sport and master yourself. Your mastery begins now. What are you waiting for?